Hello students, this is Professor here and today we are going to start the new chapter, and the new chapter is factors and multiples. Okay, so before proceeding with the chapter, you should know what is factor, what do you mean by factors and multiples. Okay, so basically okay, suppose you are given any number. Okay, any number, suppose it is 10. I am giving you 10. So what are the factors of 10? Factors of 10. Okay, so the factors of 10 are those numbers which divides 10, which divides 10, means divides in the sense when 10 is divided by any number, if the remainder is 0, then that number will be the factor of 10. For example, if I divide 10 with 2, so what will happen? 2 5s are 10, isn't it? So remainder will be 0. Okay, so 2 is a factor of 10. 2 is a factor of 10. Okay, similarly, is 3 a factor of 10? No, because if you divide 10 with 3, then 3 3s are 9, remainder will be 1. So we didn't get the remainder as 0. That is why 3 is not a factor of 10. Okay, so similarly, if you try with 4, so 4 will also not be the factor of 10. Okay, so basically what we are trying to learn is what is a factor. Okay, this can be any number, but no matter which number, if we divide it by another number and the remainder is 0, then that another number will be the factor of given number, otherwise it will not be a factor. Okay, and factors and multiples, as the chapter indicates, you should know what is the multiple. So multiple and factors are interrelated. Okay, for example, I told you 2 is a factor of 10, means if I divide 10 by 2, then remainder will be 0. Okay, then if 2 is a factor of 10, then 10 will be a multiple of 2. Okay, just opposite thing. Okay, if 10 is a factor of 10 is a multiple of 2, means 2 is a factor of 10, or 2 is a factor of 10 means 10 is a multiple of 2. Just opposite, they are interrelated in that way. Okay, so this is the concept of factor and multiples. Okay, so now among the factors we will learn about HCF, that is highest common factor. So this one is important, highest common factor. Okay, so for example, if I tell you simply, before starting this one, you should remember a few things. Okay, few things, that is, if I will give you any number, okay, any number, then remember 1 will always be its factor, means 1 is factor of in all numbers. Okay, 1 is a factor of all the numbers. Okay, so it will be easy for you if you see your book, page number 61. Okay, so properties of factors. Okay, so the number 1 is a factor of every number, means no matter which number you choose, 1 will be its factor. That means any number is divisible by 1, isn't it? Okay, so after that, every non-zero number is a factor of itself. So what do you mean by this? No matter which number you choose, it will be the factor of itself, means 10 is a factor of 10, 11 is a factor of 11, 100 is a factor of 100. Okay, so next one is the smallest factor of a number is 1. So smallest factor is 1. Obviously 0 cannot be a factor of any number. Okay, so the smallest factor is 1, and the largest of course is the number itself. Okay, means if I ask you about the factors of 29, then its smallest one, smallest one is 1, and the greatest factor will be 29 itself. Okay, and next, every factor of a non-zero number is less than or equal to the number, means every factor is always less than the given number or equal to the number, means the largest factor is the number itself, that is why equal to. Okay, always lies between 1 and itself, means if I give you the number 31, so the factor of 31 cannot be 35 because it is greater than 31. So the number greater than the given number cannot be its factor. Okay, so a number has a limited number of factors, means you can count how many factors will it have. Okay, so these are the properties of factors. So now we can move to the highest factor, highest common factor. Okay, so next I want you to turn page number 62. Okay, and page number 62, number 1 is fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks, there are A, B, C and D. Okay, this you can do it as a homework. Okay, these are from the properties of factor that we just went through. Okay, so next what we will do is first so before doing HF, let us quickly go through the very important term, that is prime numbers. Prime numbers. Okay, so what do you mean by prime number? Okay, so the prime number can be defined as any number that has only two factors. It has only two factors. Okay, that is 1 and number itself. As you already know, 1 is a factor of every number. 1 will be the factor no matter which number you choose. 1 will be the factor of any number, and also every number is a factor of itself. So at least if you choose a number randomly, okay, randomly means you can choose any number, you will see it will have at least two factors, because 1 is a factor of any number, so that means it will have 1 as a factor and itself as also a factor. Means any number has minimum of two factors. It can be more than 2, okay, but minimum 2 it will have. We will be sure it will have two factors, that is 1 and itself. Other than that, if the given number will have any other factor, okay, then it will be called a composite number. And if apart from these two factors there are no other factors of a given number, then the given number will be a prime number. Okay, so like you can write the definition from your book. Any non-zero number, it is given in page number 65. Okay, any non-zero number that has only two factors, 1 and itself, is called a prime number. That is, apart from 1 and itself, it does not have any other factors. Okay, so this is the concept of prime number. Okay, for example, I can give you 2. Okay, so 2 is the smallest prime number because it has only two factors. What are the factors of 2? 1 and 2, isn't it? Because 1 divides 2, 2 divides 2. Apart from that, there are no other factors. Similarly, 3, 1 divides 3, 1 3 is a 3, and next with 2 it will not go, because 2 1 is a 2, 2 2 is a 4, 3 is not there. Okay, so next with 3 only. Okay, similarly 5 also 1 and 5 only, because 2 3 4 will not divide 5. Okay, similarly next is 7, and so on. Okay, there are many prime numbers. Okay, and composite number. What is composite number? What do you mean by composite number? So composite numbers means the opposite of prime number. As I already told you, if any number has more than two factors, then it will call composite number. For example, 4. Okay, so see, 4 has the factor 1 always, and 4 itself. Okay, two factor it has. But apart from that, if you see, 2 also divides 4, isn't it? 2 2s are 4. So that is why 2 is also the factor of 4. So we have total of how many factors? 3 factors. But the prime number has only 2 factors, so it is not a prime number. It is a composite number. Okay, so you can see the definition from your book. A number which has more than 2 factors is called a composite number. Okay, and the examples are 4, 6, 8, 9 and so on. Okay, those all numbers which has more than 2 factors are composite numbers. Okay, so can you tell me, can you do this as your homework? I'll give you 2 questions. Okay, you do it as a homework. Question 1. write the smallest prime number and the smallest composite number. So this is the question. So I'll read it for you. Write the smallest prime number and the smallest composite number. Okay, so this is your homework. And question 2 is one a prime number or a composite number. So this is the question. Is one a prime number or a composite number? Okay, so you think and do. Okay, so these two are your homeworks. Along with that, fill in the blanks, right? Fill in the blanks that I already told you. Okay, so these two you do it as a homework, and in the next class we'll do prime factorization. Okay.